A very good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the English online classes. So, today we are going to revise the reading part of Lesson 2, Abraham Lincoln, and Lesson 3, The Four Friends. In previous class, I already said I am taking this particular revision classes because beside the exercise part and PDF notes, so many multiple choice questions are coming from inside the lessons also. So my dear students, you all must read thoroughly each and every lesson with correct pronunciation. So today we are going to read lesson number 2 and lesson number 3. So let's start with the lesson number 2, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was born on 12th February 1809 in America. His father was a poor peasant. His mother died when he was just 9 years old. When Abraham was 11 years old, he was sent to school. He studied hard and learnt his lessons very fast, but he could not continue his studies because he had no money to pay the fees. He attended school for less than a year, but he taught himself to read and write at home. Every morning, he went to the farm with his father and returned late in the evening. He dug and plowed the farm. The work was very hard, though he got very tired at the end of the day. He read as many books as he could. He was too poor to buy books, so he borrowed them from his friends. There were no lights in his house. He sat by the fire and read books in its light. Sometimes he took the books to the farm and read them at lunch, but he always returned the books safely and promptly to his friends the very next day. Once Abe borrowed a book from his neighbor. It was the biography of George Washington, the first president of the USA. Abe liked the book so much that he couldn't put it away before he finished reading it. He wanted to become a great man like Washington. He noted down the qualities of Washington. Abe read the book late into the night and left it by the window. That night it snowed very heavily. The book got wet in the snow. In the morning, when Abe saw the book, he felt sad. He did not know what to tell his neighbor. He wanted to buy a new book, and give it to the owner, but he had no money. Abe took the book to his neighbor and said, I am very sorry for having spoiled your book. I want to get you a new book, but you know I have no money to buy a new one. I will work on your farm to make up for this loss. The neighbor asked Abe to work on his farm for 3 days. After 3 days of hard work, the neighbor gave the book to Abe. Abe was overjoyed. He read the book again and again. He always told his friends, one day I will become the President of the United States of America. His friends laughed at him when they heard him say this. With his courage, hard work, and determination, Abe's dream came true. He became the 16th President of the United States in 1861. So, this is the end of the lesson 2. Now, we proceed to the next lesson, lesson number 3, the 4 friends. Once there lived 4 friends by a lake in a forest. One was a small brown mouse. He had big black eyes and a long tail. He lived in a little hole near the lake. The second friend was a black crow. He lived on a tree nearby. The third friend was a tortoise. He lived happily, crawling in and out of the lake. The fourth friend was a deer. She had beautiful large eyes and her golden coat had many white spots. The 4 friends spent a lot of time together. They talked, ate, and played together and lived happily for a long time. One evening, the mouse, the crow, and the tortoise met as usual beside the lake. They were waiting for their friend, the deer, to join them. But the deer did not turn up even after a long wait. They became very worried. Come to the next page. There must be something wrong, said the mouse. Perhaps he is caught in a hunter's trap. We must look for our friend. The tortoise said, why don't you fly over the forest and see if you can see her? The tortoise said to the crow. Certainly, said the crow. I shall go at once and look for her. So the crow flew over the forest, looking here and there for the deer. Suddenly, he heard some faint cries of someone calling out for help. He looked down and saw the deer caught in a hunter's net. At once, he came down and said to the deer, "Oh dear, you are trapped. Don't worry, I will do something to help you." "Please do something quickly," said the deer with tears in her eyes. The crow flew back to the lake and said to the mouse and the tortoise, "Our friend is in danger. Our friend is in great danger. She is trapped in a hunter's net. We must do something quickly. Come to the next page. The tortoise thought for a while and said, "The mouse can bite the net with his teeth and free her. That's a good idea. I will take you on my back," said the crow. The mouse quickly jumped onto the crow's back. Soon they reached the place where the deer lay trapped. The mouse jumped off the crow's back and started biting off the net with his sharp teeth. Soon the deer was free. She stood up and shook herself. The tortoise also appeared there, and for a while the four friends were rejoicing. Suddenly, they heard the sound of someone coming. It was the hunter. The crow at once flew to the top of a tall tree. The mouse hid in a hole in the trunk of the tree. The deer ran fast and hid behind some bushes. Come to the next line, next page. But the poor tortoise could not move fast. He crawled slowly towards a bush. The hunter arrived and saw that his net was empty. "Oh, the deer was escaped," he cried. He looked around and saw the tortoise. "Ha, a tortoise!" cried the hunter. "This is good enough for my dinner." And he quickly grabbed the tortoise, put him in his bag, and walked away. The crow saw what the hunter did. "Oh mouse, oh dear," he called, "come out quickly. Our friend the tortoise is in danger now." At once the mouse and the deer came running out of their hiding places. The crow told them how the hunter had carried away the tortoise in his bag. "We must do something quickly before the hunter gets home," said the mouse. "I know what to do," the deer said. "I shall go and stand in the path of the hunter and pretend to eat grass. As soon as the hunter sees me, he will drop the bag and run after me. The mouse can open the bag with his teeth and the tortoise will be free." "But you may be caught again," said the crow. "Oh, don't worry about that," said the deer. "I can run very fast." So the deer stood calmly in the path of the hunter and pretended to eat grass. A deer," cried the hunter. He dropped the bag in which he was carrying the tortoise and started running after the deer. The mouse quickly cut open the bag and freed the tortoise. The hunter could not catch the deer, so he came back to take his bag. "Thank God, I have the tortoise for dinner tonight," the hunter said to himself. When the hunter found that his bag was empty, he cried out in disbelief, "No, no tortoise! But how did he escape? How unlucky I am! There will be no dinner for me tonight." The tortoise, the mouse, the crow, and the deer quietly watched the hunter as he went away empty handed. The four friends lived happily and peacefully for many years, helping one another. So, this is the end of the lesson. Lesson number 3, the four friends. So, my dear students, you must read these lessons for your exam. Thank you and have a great day.